Kia ora, hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us for our weekend weather update and the outlook for next week. We've got spring storms on the way, high pressure and subtropical winds. In fact, the warmth is probably the biggest headline for this weekend. We've had a couple of cold nights. It was cold this morning in many parts of New Zealand. It'll be cool again tonight with the clearer skies and light winds, especially around the North Island. But this weekend, subtropical winds, these northerly winds out here, will move in and across both islands, pushing temperatures right up, especially on Sunday and Sunday night, warmer than average in many parts of New Zealand. So let's try and make sense of it. High pressure in charge north of us, northerly winds coming down here around a stormy low that's out near Australia and will intensify on Saturday as it moves out to sea again, but only briefly because it runs into high pressure. So it comes out of Australia, briefly deepens and then falls apart as it moves into New Zealand over Sunday and Monday as well. But falling apart means that it can drop all of its energy. In other words, it can drop a bit of rain, and we do expect that, and windy weather as well. You can see the gales here developing, so they will start to push in as we go into Saturday night and Sunday across parts of New Zealand. But for Saturday, Super Saturday, people going out and getting their vaccinations, the weather is looking very good and very mild as well. I got both my jabs now. Your turn to get both of them if you haven't already. The weather is looking very good around New Zealand for it, with warmer than average conditions by day. Look at this, the departure from normal shows in red 4 to 8 degrees above average. So that's a turnaround from where we've been earlier this week. Now Wellington doesn't go warmer than average because it's looking a little bit breezy and cloudy across much of Saturday, so that will just keep your temperatures around about average. We've got rain coming in, not until late though. This is starting from 9 p.m. on Saturday for 2 days, so going through until 9 p.m. Monday. The bulk of the rain is across Sunday and Monday, but it does start on Saturday night. Heaviest falls on the west coast here with 125 to 150 millimetres. So even though that low is falling apart, it still dumps all of its rain on the west coast, and some of it comes into Taranaki, Mount Ruapehu, and the eastern side of Bay of Plenty where it builds up against the ranges there. But eastern areas, very little rain in these blue and green zones, 0.1 to just 5 millimetres. So there won't be a lot spilling over into most eastern areas. Now as we go into Sunday, okay, in come the winds. So windy weather. Subtropical though, coming down across much of the North Island. Then it eases back as the cold front comes through. It's not much of a cold front, but the temperatures do drop behind it as westerly winds come in. Plenty of rain on the west coast on Sunday, strong winds, gale force around Cook Strait and through the southern Alps as well. And take a look at Sunday night. Departure from normal, temperatures well above average right across New Zealand as that warmer weather comes through just ahead of the cold front, which comes in on Monday morning. Now, two parts of New Zealand have average temperatures on Sunday night for this time of the year. The far north and Stewart Island, which I think is kind of interesting. The very top and the very bottom of New Zealand, everybody else leans a little bit warmer than average on Sunday night. Now as we go into Monday, there is the cold front clearing away from the North Island here, so the temperatures drop a little bit, not much. We're switching from subtropical airflows to airflows out of Australia and partially out of Queensland. So it's not going to be very cold on Monday as the rain clouds continue in western areas. But it does get colder on Tuesday in the lower South Island. Take a look at ruralweather.co.nz. Take a look at the wind chills. They will be well down. And daytime temperatures. Maximum temperatures in Southland in some areas and maybe Otago as well may not reach double digits. Highs of 8 and 9 degrees possible on Tuesday as our next wintry, spring-like southerly change comes on through with a burst of windy southerlies through the mountains and more west coast rain. And then we get into Wednesday of next week, and while it's still cold around Southland and Stewart Island, Otago, and maybe even some parts of Canterbury, we've got the next big high rolling in. So maybe a frost alert, or at least getting some cold weather coming back. Also, the other interesting note, something developing up here. You know, La Nina is sort of trying to form, and so that means that the sea temperatures up here are a little bit warmer than average. So seeing some low pressure forming is a little bit overdue, and we might be getting some kind of low pressure forming up there as we go on towards the end of October. That's all from me. Have a great weekend. Good luck with Super Saturday. We'll see you Monday.